My name is Nicole Mackellar. I work as the Market Development Coordinator here at Grain Farmers of Ontario. I've been with the organization for just over 2 years. And my main objective for my role is I help create and expand new markets for our members. So here at Grain Farmers of Ontario, we focus on corn, wheat, and soybeans. So those are the 3 areas that I focus in. As part of my role, I also act as the program coordinator for the Canadian Soybean Council. This is a national organization that was founded by the Ontario, Manitoba, and Quebec producer organizations, and its main goal is to promote Canadian soybeans in both export and domestic markets. I think being open-minded is one of the biggest things, especially with the work that we do in the exporting countries. You're coming into a completely different culture that's very different from what we have here in Canada and North America, and you have to be very open to what they're offering you, where they're taking you, what they're offering you for dinner. A lot of times they're very excited to have us there, and they want to show us sort of and they want us to experience the culture there in the best way. So they're providing us with meals that, they wouldn't typically eat on a regular basis. And a lot of the times it's very, very different from what we do eat here in Canada. And you just have to be open-minded about it and try it. They're not offended if you can't eat all of it, but they are a bit offended if you won't even try it. So you have to be very open-minded, and you have to be, I don't want to say outgoing, but you have to be willing to talk to people and not shy away from, if you see somebody there and you want a question answered, you need to be able to just go up to them and talk to them. And I wasn't always that person when I first started with this, and it comes with practice. I mean, the first few times it's a bit nerve-wracking, and you're kind of shaking and you're not sure what you're going to say, but the more times that you do it, the more it's sort of becomes second nature, and you get that confidence, and you could go up and talk to anybody in a room on it. My suggestions, if you are interested in getting into the agricultural community, is get involved somehow with agriculture, whether it be, if you don't live on a farm yourself, if you live in the rural community, maybe you have a neighbor that's a farmer, and ask if you can either ask him questions or ride around with him to gain a better understanding. If you don't live in a rural area, if you live in the city or sort of in urban areas, definitely one way is just Googling information. I mean, there's a lot of farm organizations out there that provide very good and high quality information on agriculture, what farming is, what producers do, and I would just encourage you to gather as much information as you can and speak to as many people as you can. And one good thing in agriculture is everybody is willing to answer any type of questions that anybody has. I have, I guess, really 2 quotes. The first is not, I guess, really a quote, but is more a saying that I say, and that is, everything happens in life for a reason. I'm a huge believer in that. No matter how hard you think something is or how challenging it is, it's happening for a reason. And if you work hard, that reason's going to show up. It might not be 5 minutes after that, it might not be 5 years after that, but someday it is going to come to you that this is why that happened. And the other quote that I have is that life gives its toughest challenges to its strongest soldiers. I'm a big believer in that sometimes you feel like you've been hit with a ton of bricks, but life is only going to give you anything that you can handle, and it's not going to give you anything that you can't fight and work through.